Happened with PSEI. So bigla na lang, no? 6% in one day. So this is all foreign selling. And as you can see, overbought level agad-agad ang ating PSEI above EMA 50. So this is what I'm talking about, that if you are cost averaging this PSEI, something will happen. And uh, if you were able to buy below 5.7 and it's already 6,200 with 6% in one day, that's a lot. Okay, and this is something that we own something, no, yung assets na nilalagay natin dito can actually earn us with capital appreciation and also with dividends. So let's see, and if this is going to be sustained. All right, so what we're looking at is because of the number one, dollar. Okay, if there's a dollar outflow and there's a prospect future rate cut, then that's the sentiment that we are going to follow, and this is something what the market is pricing in right now. So that's the reason why we have a gap up. Kasi there's a development with US and Iran war. Okay, it's all connected. Hindi lang siya dahil there's of course there's a factor, no, kapag yung local politics natin is really confusing and sobrang gulo. Pero aside from that, of course, it's the general sentiment overall with foreign buying. Ayan nga yung number one factor dyan. No? Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 6% in one day. Okay, and let's take a look at the other favorites. No, this is something na talagang bugbog siya. Okay? And ito nga, gap up din siya. Okay? We are still not ruling out na it may still go down. If the sentiment shifts again back to the war, then we might see a continuation downwards. Okay? But again, this is so undervalued, and probably when it was when the price was around 20 plus pa, the dividend is already 4. So if there's something wrong with the company, and if it's still going to give us the same dividend rate, then it's going to be around 6-7% already. So pwede na. And 4%. And this was around March. So kasagsagan pa lang, and ilan ba siya nung March? Let's see. March. Okay. Yeah, March 5. Oh, ayan. Nasa 20 pa siya. And this is at 4.81% already. And what if we receive the same dividend yield right now at this price? Okay. So, yeah, income statement is still and still actually growing. Okay. So, tingnan lang natin, oh. Mabilis lang. This is accurate with TradingView. Yan. So, kung magkaroon man ng konting pagbagsak, no, is around 1.30%. So, dapat yung price is actually not that battered. But the net income, as you can see, despite the revenue going down, is 38% plus 38%. Earnings per share is plus 41%. Okay? So, most of the figures here are actually green pa rin, despite the revenue going down. And again, total assets grew, total liabilities, and total equity still going strong. Cash flow, yan, medyo nagbawas sila. Okay, but the income side is actually still doing well. Even SMPH, again, like what I said, if you were able to cost average this, and if everything went back to normal, as I mentioned before sa mga videos natin, if everything went back to normal, na okay na lahat, no? Hindi na galit si US kay Iran or vice versa, and we are living in a peaceful time. Uh, everyone is focused on their own economy. ALI, SNPH, and all other real estate will be the very first ones to go up. Okay, because we are in a traditional business pa rin talaga. And as per experience, ALI SMPH is one of the biggest companies here in the Philippines, and they're the very first one na tinatarget talaga ng mga foreign buying. Okay? Even M-rate grew to 2%, all the rates, C-rate, E-rate, everything is going up. And MER, yung sinasabi natin defensive stocks, which is still yung target natin is 579. If you're able to buy there, then you are gaining already. Okay? So, dito, sinabi natin, don't buy here kasi it's still going up. And you wait until you go back here sa 579. It went down below, yes. But now, we're talking about now, it's already gaining. Okay? So, all the banks, Metrobank Video, among all the banks, Metrobank is actually the one that has a really good potential with a really nice dividend plus an upside. Okay, way back 10 years ago, it's already around 80. No, 10 years ago, even higher pa nga. So this is something that you can put volume on, and BDO is quite expensive already despite the recent downside move niyan. But meron pa rin naman siyang upside. No? From 129, it can still go up to 160, 170, and going up pa. Look at that, 11% in one day. That's not very normal. And with this kind of move, we can see that foreign buyers are actually going back to emerging markets like the Philippines. Okay, despite the news, the local politics, yung circus sa politics natin is actually um, getting clouded, no? Because of um, the good sentiment na nangyayari ngayon. Even big companies like Globe, yan, sobrang tataas nila. FPH, FGen, yan, with DMC going down. Yan. Kasi, bakit ba bumabagsak yan with lower demand for energy, okay, because oil is going back to normal. Alternatives like coal is actually can be taken out of the picture. Right, so that's it for our PSEI, and I hope that this is the start of something great for our PSEI. At least man lang umabot tayo sa 7,500, no? Uh, 7,500 or 8,000 man lang. Okay? Mabangga man lang natin tong resistance level na to. And despite this big move upwards, we are still not going all in. No, na that we are going to buy all in. We can buy it. We can still buy in tranches. No, and ayun, always look for a pullback before you buy here. Okay, if you're buying an index or if you're buying a single stock. And that's it for our PSEI outlook. So I hope you learned something here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.